There's someone who knows deep down that you were the best thing that ever happened to them. You were always the prize. You were the sweetest thing in their life, the one light they can't seem to replace. No matter how much time passes, no matter how many distractions they chase, no matter how far they wander, you were and still are unbeatable. There is no one else who will ever match your energy, and they know that. They feel it. They carry it. You were their sweetheart, even if they didn't treat you the way you deserved. They may have forgotten the details of what happened. They may have moved past the hurt. In fact, I get a sense that they have completely forgotten about it. But they have never forgotten about the way you made them feel. You made them feel seen, loved, and understood in a way no one else ever had. You are a starseed, someone who carries a rare kind of light in this world. Your intuition knows it. Your energy is different. You are not meant to be caged, limited, or diminished by anyone's shadow. And that's why they're scared. That's why they're clinging to you energetically even now. They're afraid you will wake up one day and realize that you are out of their league. That you're more powerful, more loving, and more divinely protected than they ever give you credit for. The truth is, you were always the prize. You were always the one they couldn't replace, even if they tried. And somewhere inside, they know this. Right now, they are walking a shaky path. They don't know how to find their way back to you, but they also don't want to let you go. In their heart, they wish you would never escape their energy again. They are hoping you will stay tied to them through memories, through regrets, through unfinished stories. But you have a choice. You are free. Your debt is forgiven. Spirit is clearing the cords of guilt, attachment, and old karma. You don't owe anyone your loyalty if it costs you your light. You also don't owe anyone your energy if it dims your brilliance. You are being set free to rise higher, to love yourself the way you always deserve to be loved. And whether they ever admit it or not, if they ever say the words out loud, deep in their soul, they know you are irreplaceable. Say as little as possible. This is if they contact you. This is the advice to you, okay? Just let them talk. Let them talk. There are things they need to say. In fact, yeah, if they do happen to run into you, in fact, this is one of those things where, the veil is thin. A lot of us see through it, and you may see this person. Have you ever gone through that thing where you're thinking about someone, then all of a sudden you see them in public, you hadn't seen them in forever, 10 years or something, and then all of a sudden, there they are. Yeah, that's what I'm getting here. It could be, for some, you have already seen them today. I know someone's going to comment that. They're going to say, yeah, I just saw them. Wow. I know, the veil is thin. Look, don't be surprised. I'm not even surprised anymore when this weird stuff happens, especially across my feed. You are manifesting everything on your feed, okay? You will soon realize that if you haven't already. But say as little as possible if this person comes in. Okay? Also, you will not be deceived. Whoa, okay. That's interesting. Yeah, I am getting some kind of vibe here. I'm not saying the person is like naturally deceptive or really trying to lie to you. What I mean is, there's some stuff they need to say. This is someone who may not tell you their true feelings. May try to hide things. You're going to see through it. Let it resonate for you. Some, I am getting like not the best agenda. But no fear. No fear. You're going to see through it. Oh, weird. Weird. Hey, let me think. Let me just actually sit and just channel for a second. Only from unconditional love to the harm of no one. The cords have been cut, and I keep getting the word riptide. Sailor. Is there a place called the Wahatchee River? Wonderland. Singapore. Is somebody going to Singapore? Mischievous. Smile. Like someone who... Okay. All that other stuff I just said, that was just very, I don't usually do that, very specific, but, I could sit here for hours and do that. All that stuff I just said was very specific. This part's going to be more common, resonate for more people. This person is known by their mischievous smile, or like, that doesn't have to be the word, but a look they get on their face. They need to be held accountable. They might get cold feet, like if they come in to talk to you, to confess feelings, or whatever it is, like there is something they have to confess to you. It might not be feelings. But if you talk to them, because I am getting a conversation, okay, it's getting more specific. If you listen this far, there's a reason. And I'm only confirming your intuition, okay? it's like the weirdest thing. Like I'm really not getting the worst like vibe, like this person goes around being a liar. This is oh gosh, this is just something they have suppressed for a long time. So that's why the deception. And it's not even deception. Okay, here's what it is. It's deception. It's almost like they're deceiving themselves, like they're wearing a mask, but it's for their own protection. There's stuff they can't even admit to themselves. It's been a real shadow work journey for them. You have been a part of that, okay? And a lot of other people have. I'll be honest, other people, they're going through some stuff, but you and this person definitely have had, everybody's in our life, and this is someone who you both have learned a lot of lesson from each other. Could go way back. It might not even be you knew them for that long. For some, I know that you didn't know them for that long, but they left an impression. And it could be somebody you did know. Maybe you were married to them for 5 years. I don't know. But, it's going to resonate different ways. What I mean is, there's something they always held back from you, and it's low self-esteem. It's not, and of course it really is, when it comes to even like narcissists or people who are just really manipulative, that's always a self-esteem issue. Those are the people who feel worst about themselves, because they're always like in survival mode. It's crazy. But let it resonate for you. You are intuitive, okay? That's the whole point here. That's really all my readings are for. I'm telling you what this person's thinking, which you do. Okay, another reason for this, say as little as possible. When you're around the person, even if it's texting, if you see them or talk to them, even if it's in your mind, okay? Even if you just want to meditate and have a conversation in your mind, because that could be it. I know a lot of us are going through the same thing. That's why I bring it up. There could be people from your past all of a sudden that you just get this, you haven't thought about them in so long, but suddenly there's a conversation going on in your head with this person. This person may be trying to energetically connect with you. They need to confess something. It's for their own good. They need to just be held accountable and not back down, not get cold feet. There's just stuff they need to say to you, okay? And they're going to downplay it because they wonder if you feel the same way, or if they're being stupid. And some, they have a secret, some sort of secret they want to confess for some reason. They want to confess something to you, okay? You're not going to be deceived, though. You know what's funny is I got this, you will not be deceived. The reason I really laughed, I was getting this whole vibe because what I had sitting over here to the side were these cards. I usually don't have them face up, but I just happened to, and I look over, it says, you were deceived by no one. So there's something about this. You let it resonate for you. Here's what I want you to do. I've never done this before, but I'm going to tell you, I've been channeling a lot. I hope that you have too. I manifest that you have, because we're sending. It's an individual thing. It's got to happen individually. But it just means you rise more in unconditional love. Like, instead of getting so angry at people, like, one thing I've done, I'm supposed to relay this on to you, is instead of getting so angry, like if people make an assumption about you or about me, I'm like, you know what? That's not right. But instead of getting angry, I just tell myself, if I live that person's life, I might feel the same way. And that's what you got to tell yourself. They know not what they do. That's even about this person. Don't get angry about this. This person isn't coming in to deceive you in a way. Well, like I said, let it resonate, because for some of you, they might be. Some of you, they might be trying to get money, or there's something it's like they're just not owning up to something. Okay? You know what it is. Okay, this came out. Intuitive. Aha. See, you ask yourself what it is. Okay, I got away from this. Here's what you can do. I've never said this in a reading before, but I'm starting to do more ascension-based stuff as my spirit leads me. You meditate about this, or you can pray if you want, but meditation involves more like listening, or active imagination. It involves just using your mind. Prayer, it seems like, it works. Prayer works, but I prefer meditation, imagination. Prayer is more about like you having to drive it, like almost like thinking of the words to say. And what you really want to do is assume that, like, the feeling of the wish fulfilled, like Neville Goddard says. You're constantly manifesting. You're constantly using the law of assumption right now to create your reality. Anyway, I'm sorry, I'm all over the place. What I want you to do, when you meditate, go quiet, take a few deep breaths, however it looks like for you. I need to do some videos about that, just to relay on what I do. If you go to my link, if you go to needthismessage.com, there's something called the Genius Wave. You can look at my link there. That's what I use to meditate, or at least that's what got me started. And then, I sort of do my own thing now, but that's what it really started with. And I use that music every single day, and I love it. Meditate, get quiet, go within. If you want to have a conversation with that person, or you want to visualize the conversation going well, really what I'm getting told to tell you is, if you want closure in this, Or even if you want to hear more from this person, all you got to do is meditate, go quiet, visualize that person. Something very tactile about them. Like, visualize even just like, how about this? Not visualize, but imagine even the feeling of touching them. Even just putting like a hand on there. Like, what would that feel like? Just imagine you go up to them and you're listening. You sit in front of them and you put your hand on theirs or their leg or something. Maybe, and if you don't want to touch them, it could be something else. You just share energy. Maybe you don't want to touch the person. I'm not trying to get you to touch them, even in your imagination. Do what feels comfortable for you. But just imagine a conversation with that person as close as you can to their voice, the stuff they would say, their mannerisms. Just imagine connecting to that person. Just imagine just a few seconds in their energy. They're talking to you. They're just saying, hey, how you doing? But you're not saying anything. You're just saying hi. Maybe you just greet them and say hi, and then you say as little as possible. See what they say in that imaginary conversation. Yeah. See if you can connect energetically to them. I believe you can. Connect to them energetically. Just imagine like energetic cords coming from you all the way down to the earth, actually just connecting all the way through the earth. You are completely under to the earth like a tree. And that energy comes all the way out from like outside space through you to the roots of that tree into the earth. And you are just energetically connected to everything, to all the roots in that tree. So you're connected to all the earth below you. You're connected to all the air above you. There are energetic cords coming out of your leaves. Connect you to everything. Connect you to everyone. Imagine those energetic connections going to where that person is now, wherever they are. You don't even have to know where they are. Just imagine as much as you can about the person. And just imagine sitting quietly with them. If you're comfortable with it. If you don't want to see them again, please disregard all of this. Don't do that. Don't do any of it. Imagine a conversation with them. Get quiet. Say hi and let them talk. Okay? You can do it. You're intuitive, starseed. You can do it. I believe in you. I'm going to pull one card from this manifestation deck. The energy you need. Besides this, you were deceived by no one. That's funny. So that came out. Oh, you naturally command respect. Okay, this person may have a problem like where they did not exactly respect you before. Don't say too much. This person might be counting on you to talk. You know how it is. I hope you do, at least at this point. I mean, anyone will tell you, like even police interrogations, anything. Be quiet. Let the person talk. They'll give themselves away. That's what needs to happen. It has to do with respect. You naturally command respect. Keep telling yourself that. There's some reason why you need that with this person. This person needs to respect you. They need to show you that they respect you. Okay? Interesting. I'm going to end with this. You naturally command respect. It is spoken. It is written. And so it is. Amen.